Hello and welcome to my 11th week IB progress update. This is taking a minute to come out because I haven't really done a whole lot. I've added a new gun, the UMP45. I've changed these triggers over here to buttons. And the biggest thing, which is why I haven't posted yet, is because I didn't really think that the buttons and the extra gun were significant enough, is that I have inverse kinematics um, for Robokyle, which is essentially, actually, hang on, we're going to scale down his collider a little bit. That's good. Which is essentially, we set a target point for a position, and the bones will move in the most valid way to get there. So you can see his legs trying their best. Here, man. I want to kill Robocop. Oh. His legs are trying their absolute best to follow the elevation of the terrain. And this can be applied to any robot Kyle. Or any humanoid, I guess, avatar, which you can see in the bottom, which I've made. And it does a decent job. It's kind of messy because of the terrain that it's on. It doesn't really like it, and his AI is not very helpful with that. It's not very conducive to it working, but it works fine. I fixed the aiming thing, so let's go through the scripts real quick for this. If we go to Robokyle Inspector, so this is the LegIK script. Actually, it might take a minute to open. So the LegIK script, essentially, we are. Give a moment. We're setting this to a range. It's basically a boolean, but there's a range between 0 and 1. We take the animator, pass that in there, and then right foot, left foot, position weight, and rotation weight. And we're basically just putting a raycast down and we're saying, hey, foot, I want you to go here. And it's constantly running the animation, so it doesn't look amazing, but like this is temporary. And it works for the most part. Like we can see him moving. Now the next thing is I cleaned up this. I cleaned up the use button script. So what used to happen is I had to actually check for the raycast in this. Now that I understand how this works with help from Mr. Miller, is who's one of my teachers, is you implement the ID interactable. You don't have to implement it wherever. Right here, I believe is what we're doing a raycast. Actually, player fire starts. Where we're doing the raycast. So yeah, we're doing. Yeah. So we're doing a raycast here, and we're checking, and then we're grabbing the component and using the button. I used this on my gun script to do damage, but I didn't entirely understand it at the time. I thought I did, not even close. So we have a definition of ID interactable, and we're checking and doing all this stuff in here. And the same with gun equip trigger script, but now stuff changed. I also changed this to a for each statement. So this is basically a for loop. We're grabbing all the game objects and we're naming them gun in all player guns, which is a list of all game objects that we have set to have all game objects with tag player gun. So anytime you swap guns, you're basically setting all of them to false, and then we're adding another one back. Other than that, I had an issue with specifically for some reason the layer main camera weapon with the M4 particle system, where for whatever reason, I don't know why, it got confused and decided to try and use the texture of the M4 itself as the particle texture, which doesn't really look good. So I changed that back and it works and it's fixed now. Um, Other than that, I think that might be it. So, thank you and goodbye.